Hello everybody, this is Gregory with Permanent Weight Loss Made Easy, where there should be no hesitance in your weight loss and in weight maintenance. Today we're going to talk about people that you should not be listening to their advice regarding permanent weight loss. Now before we begin, if you need help with weight loss, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. As you can tell, I have a good rating. Also check out my website, which has hundreds of articles and recipes, my 2 books, which you can find on Amazon, my podcast, The Awakened Man, which is health related, which has been on Apple and Spotify since 2017, 2016, around that time. And lastly, if you appreciate my content, there is a link for PayPal. Also, I have the Cinema Rag if you like movies and gossip. Who should you not listen to? Okay, how about this? Who should you listen to? You should listen to people who've done it. I mean, this makes sense, right? It makes sense. I think kind of like a corollary to this would be like, why are you watching content on how to build a house or how to put in drywall from people who've never done drywall, right? If you put it in that kind of perspective, like, yeah, well, I wouldn't listen to that. Or how do I run a marathon? Would you listen to a fat person talk about intellectually, textbook, how to run a marathon, how to train for a marathon? Of course not. But we don't really apply this to weight loss. We tend to go, again, path of least resistance is the path we're going to pursue. This is why the magic pill is so commonly pursued, like Ozempic right now, the magic shot, so to speak. We tend to go for like the easiest things because it's like social media. It's like, ooh, squirrel, like the dog, squirrel, and like, ooh, like button, glitter, social media. Like, they know all these things, right? That's why they hired all the gambling scientists to make these apps addictive. But when it comes to weight loss, we see some dude who's shredded. We see like a 24-year-old with a 9-pack. And he's like, oh, let me tell you, this is how you lose weight. This is how you not lose weight. A, he's never been overweight. So how does he know? B, he doesn't have necessarily the credentials, even if he doesn't have the personal experience. But you could say, okay, well, does he have a, PhD in nutrition? Probably not. He's probably a jock, or say for you women who are watching, you're probably more likely to gravitate to the women content. They're female trainers, whatever, and they came up with the idea of, it'd be smart to do a YouTube channel because I can make money because I have a 9-pack and I'm handsome and or pretty and I'm somewhat articulate. And so you look at these and a lot of people will be attracted to them. It's the same thing with trainers. We have the episode here, like, should you hire a gym trainer? And I when I go to the gym, I always see like the majority of the trainers are middle-aged and fat. And I'm like, why would I hire somebody who can't even demonstrate personally that they can keep their weight down and be healthy? What makes you the expert? At least with doctors who are fat, you could say, okay, they have a medical degree. Though, if you know anything about medical school, it's the large majority of the curriculum is going to be on pharmaceuticals. The botanical science and clinical nutrition is a very small part of the curriculum. And we talk about that over at The Awakened Man, why that is. It's because big pharmaceutical companies give such large grants to medical schools and allow the big pharma salespeople to make their pitches and have tents and give speeches and all these things that essentially medical school's been bought out. So a lot of doctors, the allopathic doctors, are pretty much trained to think that the main way to treat diseases is pills, and they don't even discuss clinical nutrition. So you don't listen to the young, dumb, and full of gym trainers that have a YouTube channel because they can't relate to you. They were never fat. But it's kind of the same thing you see with female gamers. Like, you'll have like male gamers who like know a lot about video gaming. And I haven't had a platform since Genesis. Okay, I haven't played games in 30 years. But I don't come off as an expert on gaming. But you'll see these guys who are like really into gaming, know a lot of stuff, and they're having trouble getting subscribers. And then some girl who knows nothing about gaming has triple the subscribers and the views. Why? Because she's pretty, and men are attracted to visual creatures. And so it's like, well, she doesn't know anything about the content. Why are you listening to her? That's just the way of the world, my friends. And so I would tell you, you know who you listen to in terms of permanent weight loss? People who've done it. I mean, it's so commonsensical. Like, I don't need to say it, but how many of you guys are listening to or watch or follow the recipes of someone who was never overweight but comes off as an authority on how to lose weight, even though they've never done it? It's just like going back to the marathon example, or going back to, I've like a Bear Grylls, I've lived in the wilderness for 4 months, and they've never, ever even driven through a national park. you would even listen to them, right? But you listen to Bear Grylls, you listen to these guys who are survivalists because they've done it, right? So it makes sense. They have credibility. But when it comes to weight loss and weight maintenance, we listen to people who have no history with it and no credibility. So what I would tell you is listen to people who've done it. Listen to people who've done it for a long time. That makes sense. Don't fall for the hot mess, as we say, kind of in the red pill dating world. Don't fall for the glitz and the glam and the visual thing. Fall for people, I wouldn't say fall, but listen to people who have done it. Makes sense. Guys, post in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe and hit the notification button if you haven't done so already. Until next time, take care. God bless and pray.